Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Dakota, the place where we unwrap the mysteries behind those dusty corporate filings and find the juicy bits that the suits try to hide. Get ready because our subject today sounds like it is about to release some news that is either going to be a breakthrough or a bust. Today we are diving into an 8K filing from Eledon Pharmaceuticals Incorporated. Now, an 8K is like a special bulletin in the corporate world. It is not your regular update like a quarterly or yearly report. Instead, companies use it to announce big, important news that investors need to know about right away. Think of it as an emergency broadcast for the stock market. Eledon Pharmaceuticals Incorporated, or Eledon as you might see it on the stock market, is the company we are looking at. This filing is all about reporting some recent developments. The main event here, according to this filing, happened on the 14th of November 2025. That is when Eledon Pharmaceuticals released a press release. Press releases are how companies talk to the public and the media about important stuff. This particular one was about their financial results for the quarter that ended on the 30th of September 2025. So, what was in that press release? Well, this filing itself doesn't give us all the details of the numbers. Instead, it directs us to the press release as an exhibit. This is pretty common for 8K filings when the key information is being announced independently through other channels. We know Eledon Pharmaceuticals is a publicly traded company. Their common stock is traded on the Nasdaq Global Market. The stock ticker, that is the symbol you use to find it, is Eledon now. The filing doesn't detail the actual financial numbers within the main body of the report. This 8K is primarily serving as a notification that a press release with those results has been issued. Normally in an 8K, especially one referencing results of operations, we'd expect to see key figures like revenue, profit or loss, and perhaps some commentary on the company's performance. However, in this case, the company is essentially pointing us to another document, Exhibit 99.1, the press release itself for those specifics. This suggests that the press release contains the detailed financial tables and the narrative explanation from the company. To understand the true story of Eledon Pharmaceuticals' performance for the quarter ending the 30th of September 2025, we would need to examine that press release. This 8K filing is essentially the confirmation that the news is out, not the news itself. Companies often do this to ensure they meet disclosure requirements quickly when significant information becomes available. It means that the company is making a public announcement, and by filing the 8K, they are officially documenting that announcement with the Securities and Exchange Commission. The fact that they're issuing an 8K specifically for results of operations means whatever came out in that press release is deemed material enough to warrant an immediate filing. This could be anything from exceeding expectations to facing significant challenges. Without diving into Exhibit 99.1, we can only speculate on the nature of these results. However, companies are generally eager to share positive news. So it is plausible this press release contains information they believe will be viewed favourably by investors. It is also worth noting that this filing includes what is called an interactive data file. This is a standardized format for financial information that makes it easier for computers and analysis tools to read and process the data. These files are often embedded within the main document, allowing for more efficient data retrieval and analysis by investors and regulators. The report is signed off by David Alexandra C. Gross Maryland, who holds the title of Chief Executive Officer. This signifies that the information being reported has been reviewed and approved at the highest level of the company. A CEO signing off on a financial results announcement naturally adds weight to the significance of the news being conveyed. So, what is the big picture here? Eledon Pharmaceuticals is signaling an important update regarding their financial health for the third quarter of 2025. The 8 serves as the official record of the announcement with the full details presumably laid out in the accompanying press release. For investors or anyone interested in Eledon, the next crucial step is to find and read that the 14th of November press release. That is where the real story, the numbers that paint the true picture of operations and financial condition, will be found. Now, looking at this filing itself, it's quite standard for an 8K focused on results. It tells us that news was released, and when, but not what the news is in detail beyond the fact that it pertains to operations and financial condition. This is a common strategy. Companies often release their earnings reports via press conference and then file the 8K as a formality to confirm that information has been made public. The lack of specific financial figures in this 8K itself means we can't do a deep dive into the numbers here. However, what this filing does tell us is that Eledon Pharmaceuticals wanted to ensure its investors knew about its third quarter performance in a timely manner, and they chose to do so through a press release that was then officially logged with the SEC as for the company's direction. We can only infer from the fact that they are making a formal announcement through these channels. This suggests they are either pleased with their results and want to share positive news, or they are meeting a regulatory obligation to disclose significant information. Without the actual press release, assessing the company's strengths or weaknesses from this filing alone is impossible. We can say that Eledon Pharmaceuticals is actively communicating with the market and adhering to reporting standards. The key risk here is that the press release, when it is eventually examined, might contain less than stellar news, and the company is using this 8K to preemptively acknowledge that an announcement has been made before the market reaction fully sets in. Alright, that is our breakdown of Eledon Pharmaceuticals' latest 8K filing. What is your take on the strategy of filing an 8K to announce a press release? Do you think this filing format is clear enough for investors? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out our Discord in the description to join the conversation. Thanks for watching. See you next time.